What are you doing, man? Is we gonna kick a beat or what?
We're gonna kick the beat. We're gonna kick the
Yo,
ill
we'll
beat.
drop it.
Good morning, chat. How's it going? We are here for another portion of the Bouncers One Shot. I forgot to mention that last night. So we'll see who shows up today. See who shows up in chat. I did see Genius, who said he was coming soon. I see Nalisidra, Drapsnat. Oh, that's Carmen. Hello. Hello, if you are not bots. If you are not bots, give the channel a follow. Get notified when we go live if you enjoy what we do here. Just finishing setting up some stuff. Gotta get the sound effects and music properly set up. That's interesting. Music started stuttering a bit. Oh, okay, so it is going. So what's good in everybody's world? What's everybody up to this weekend? Watching some football today? Did you watch some soccer yesterday morning? I think Sirenscape really drags down the processor on this computer. Yeah, now the music kicked back in. That's crazy. I'll be getting a new computer soon, so that should alleviate that issue. Oh, that was close. It also probably helped if I plugged in my laptop so it didn't die, so I got full power to it. That's probably why shit's running slow. That was tragic. What were we at for battery percentage? 19%. Bother. Now it seems like it's running a little faster. Must have bumped it up to power mode. Or to performance, I mean. And I think people should be popping on pretty quick here with me. Oh. Actually, I should see if I can... This works out. We are in a... Where are we? Friendly Tavern. There we go. Sounds like it's working. Seems like it's audible on the stream.
Word. Oh, snap.
What is going on, Mr. John?
Not a ton. Playing some Guild Wars 2. You should play Guild Wars 2, Tom Norman.
Oh, should I now?
Yes, and join me in World v World. It's unlike any other competitive thing I've witnessed. Phenomenal.
I have never played Guild Wars.
Oh, you'd like Guild Wars. You would really like Guild Wars.
That's in... Is that in the...
It's in Steam. Just recently went into Steam.
That's in...
But
I
it's
think
a-
that's in Battle.net, right? That's in the Battle.net launcher?
No.
No?
No, it's in the Steam. In Steam.
Guild Wars. What's the
We
one
could
I'm
probably-
thinking of that's in Battle.net?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, but I thought there was a guild... I thought there was something like... I know Warcraft in general is there.
I don't think there's a guild one. Here, I'm gonna open Battle.net and see. I don't know what you're referring to.
I was gonna open up Battle.net myself, and then I realized I have like a million instances of everything going. I just don't
You have
wanna...
too much shit going right now. Don't know. All games. Battle. Let's see. Diablo. Arclight
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm.
No, I thought... I don't know.
You're
I
thinking
guess
of something else entirely.
Yeah, I must be.
StarCraft.
That might be it.
No, you should play Guild Wars 2. I think you would very, very much enjoy it.
What
It is very, very cool.
the Guild Wars?
It's an MMO. It's like World of Warcraft, but better in a lot of ways. Some ways not so much better, but very, very, very cool. Primarily what I do is play World v World, which pits 3 servers against each other for a week. And there is a giant map, actually 4 of them. But the one I play in primarily is the Eternal Battlegrounds, which is a 3-way map, with each server starting in a corner of it, like a triangle. Then you have towers and supply camps and NPC camps and one big ass castle in the middle called Stone Mist Castle that you can take control of. Breaking down walls with siege equipment that you build with supply that you grab. And then when you get inside, you got to defeat the commander of the castle or the tower or whatever, and then stand on the cap point to turn it to your side. Then, if you have the supply camps nearby, these things called Goliaths, which are like giant bull cow things, and NPCs will run supply from the nearby supply camps to the tower so that you can take the tower and reinforce the tower. Build cannons on it, reinforce the walls, add oil drops over the gate, stuff you can use to defend when someone comes and attacks it. And it's a war that goes on for a week before it declares the winner.
Interesting. And this is
And then each server has its own borderland where they have the primary castle there, and there are 2 feed-in points in the lower corners from the other 2 servers to go attack that castle. And the keeps in that borderlands. I used to play this hardcore. Like every Friday night when the servers reset, my guild would be on and we'd be running around doing stuff, creating havoc and helping out our server, communicating with other. That's the other thing, is you can get a commander tag and actually tag yourself on the map, and people can join you and follow you around, and you'll get groups of like 30. Like I was just attacking Stone Mist Castle with like 30 other people. And we walked in there. It was so funny because the red server had control of it, and we're the green server. And we walk in, and we're about to go into the commander's room, and our commander looks and goes, "Oh, hey, look, blue's here." So we were both going after Stone Mist Castle, trying to take it away from red. We tried to force blue out of there, but they knocked us back and took control of it. And then we went back in like 10 minutes later and took it over.
Huh,
It's amazing. It's constantly shifting, and it's unlike any PvP I've ever done. It's fun as hell. And there's enough shit to do in there by yourself that can affect the match. Like you can go, there's guard points that will guard the roads that the Goliaths travel on to bring supply. And if you go turn those guards to you, they'll attack the Goliath as the Goliath comes by. It's fun. It's cool. You can go capture the supply camps and steal
like
supplies.
you
Steal
start
all
at
the
level
supplies.
1 and you level up and everything and just
Oh yeah,
literally...
yeah, level 80. There's 80 levels. And you can level as you play, but the world is really, you can get to level 80 doing PvE stuff in the world, and it's all dynamic quest lines that, like, the world state will change depending on where the quest line's at. And they'll run in cycles. Like centaurs will come in and take out, and they'll have control of a camp. But then you can push them out, and if you push them out, there'll be vendors available to you in that camp or town. And it's just, get into it, make a character, and start just dinking around in it and see what you think. Because for me, I mean, it's free. It's free to get in. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything to get in. You get the base game for free.
That is a draw.
Mm-hmm. And the expansions, I think, are like $30 a piece, and I think there's 4 of them. So if you get to the point where you feel like you need an expansion, you can get it.
I feel like I've expanded enough today.
I have definitely expanded enough over the last 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
All the Thanksgiving leftovers.
Oh. We had Stacy's Christmas party, holiday party, Friday night at the house here, and oh
jeez.
Lots of food, lots of beer.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like a stuffed sausage.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Did you happen to check the music room or the music lobby?
Your Brattney Shears
music today?
Bardcore? Yeah, I turned it on and then I turned it off after a minute. I was like, eh.
Oh come on, that's great. If anyone's wondering, go check the music lobby on the Discord. There's some Bardcore Britney Spears remix.
bit.ly/OurFunDiscord.
Let me turn this off. Non-video participants. Yeah, I was rocking the boat. I like my tree. It's festive. And my Christmas decorations is so fucking cool. I love it. Can you see my tree when you cut me off and clip me up? Behind the wall.
I need to fix. Why is this all jacked up?
Yeah, if I click on just you, I can see the whole tree.
I'm
not sure what's on Twitch.
Yeah. I love what it looks like at Christmas time here. The only thing I'm missing is my table runner that ended up at my ex-girlfriend's place. So I have to get that back from her.
Oh, no longer?
Oh yeah, no. That's been done for a month or so now, month and a half.
Well, yeah. I am sorry to hear that.
Oh, no, it is what it is.
I am not sorry to hear that then.
It would take a bolt of lightning to get me in a relationship now.
Did you say a bolt of lightning?
A bolt of lightning.
1.21 gigawatts?
Yep, exactly.
Very, very frightening. Me.
Galileo.
There we go.
Oh my God! Speaking of Galileo and galleons, I know I recommended Priory of the Orange Tree, and I'm enjoying that when I'm actually like physically reading. But I picked up Stephen King's Fairy Tale on audiobook. Holy shit! If you enjoy reading, or if you've ever enjoyed reading Stephen King, that is a must. That book is phenomenal. And even the audiobook is just great. The guy reading it's great. The whole kit and caboodle. I think I'm like 15 hours in of the 24 hours long it is.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
I know an audiobook is really good is when I start listening to it outside of work. And I've been listening to it all weekend. Running errands and stuff. I got my earbuds in, running around. It's like, ugh.
I'll have to do that next, or I'll have to add that to my list. I'm currently like 30 hours into The Stand, which is the unabridged version, which I think is like 55 hours.
Oh shit! I read that when I was young. There's a point. I forget what it was, how it goes, but he had a interview video, that he said, oh shit, I did this wrong. That's not what I wanted to do. Do not disturb.
I need coffee.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I don't know how to set that. I'll just keep that muted over there. Yeah, it was an interview he had or something, where he was talking about writing The Stand and how many characters he had in that book. And he's sitting there, and he got the recommendation from another author that said sometimes you just need to send in a man with a gun. He wasn't sure where it was going. He had so many characters, he didn't know how he was going to bring it all together. So he sent in a guy with a gun. And like, yeah, that'll work. No, wait till Norm puts his ending. The thing I was going for is Stephen King was in an interview. He was talking about when he was writing The Stand, how he had so many characters, Norm, that he was like, I don't know how to do this. And he got a tip from a different author. And he said, sometimes you just need to send in a man with a gun. And he did.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
And that'll be the plot for today's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, the plot for today's show has already been written. There wasn't a ton of preparing when I figured out. When I looked back at my outline for the last session, I went, oh, I have enough here for for this session too. Oh, excuse me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I don't know if that belch was caught on camera. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these two nerds because sometimes we get the math right. That man rubbing his eyes and pointing and dancing is one Tom M. Norman playing Remy today. How you doing, buddy?
I am a turtle.
You are a turtle.
I like turtles.
You are the redheaded stepchild of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I am a blue-faced stepchild.
The blue-faced stepchild. And that other man looking behind him like he just farted and there was a rabbit back there or something he wanted to blame it on. It's one Jeff Williams. What is your character's name again? Fuck.
Cornelius.
Cornelius, yes.
Should be easy to remember.
Yes, it should be. You would think it would be, but
You'd think.
I
Doing
am
well.
old.
Doing well. It's Sunday morning and we're playing D&D, right? So
Doesn't get much better than that at all. As you can see, things are fairly festive in my domain. Things are fairly the same in Jeff's, but I don't know if he decorates his basement for Christmas.
no. No.
No.
It tends to be a storage place for unwrapped presents and wrapping paper until everything's all taken care of. But
You
So-
have the perfect table for wrapping gifts. Because you can
Mhm.
have so much. That table, he's got like this old style, like 8-foot diameter wooden table.
Mm-hmm.
Like a medieval wooden table. Oh, man. Oh, I am jealous thinking about that. Having all the space to put wrapping paper and tape and ribbon and scissors and stuff, and then still have like 10 feet to. I don't know how you have 10 feet on an 8-foot table, but it'll feel like 10 feet compared to what I got over here.
because math is hard.
Yes, math is hard. Oh, Jeff, you got a recap for us?
I do.
Done
I do.
babbling.
So Rembrandt and Cornelius met at the Belching Dragon. The instruments there were playing by themselves, kind of some elevator music. Cornelius broke the door on his way in because he's a little bit large. There were orcs and dwarfs and other patrons at the tables. So we went and talked to Ellie and got hired to break up fights and stuff, watch the door, all kinds of bouncery stuff. Cornelius let in a goblin with a backpack because he seemed non-threatening. He bailed shortly after, and then there were some orcs that started a fight, knocked over tables. So in true barbarian fashion, we broke it up by killing all of them, and a goblin also died. We're cleaning it up with a keg robot also helping, and we went back to watching the door and things, and Remy found a bag on the bar that was where the goblin was sitting. He dumped it out, and there were like 30 to 40 creepy dolls and a crawling claw. So he wanted the bag, and so he dumped all the dolls in the alley where we put the dead orcs. And when we came back in, Ellie said it's time to start collecting cover charge of 5 silver, and so Remy was going to take the door, and Cornelius was going to work the inside. And I think that's where we left off. So, Ellie needed someone on guard. When hosting Brattney Shears, the bard, hiring Rembrandt and Cornelius was obviously genius until Remy goes full no holds barred.
Jesus.
And yes, I rhymed bard with bard. So,
Yes, you did.
you're
You
wondering.
did.
I'm
I
okay
had to
with
look at
that.
that. I'm like, that was the best I could come up with.
It still works like the words in there within there. Cornelius? I mean, you dropped Cornelius in there. All right. We will take it. So, let's put everyone in appropriate places here.
So,
Remy, you need to be by the door.
the Remy would have been by the door. I think Cornelius probably would have taken up the spot, probably not using the chair that.
Like where he is right now at table 6. Oh, no, over there. in the
Yeah,
corner.
over there.
Okay, near the stage.
Yeah, I probably would have climbed back up.
Would you say inside or outside the door?
For you?
No, for you.
You're
I put you
collecting
outside.
money now.
Oh, that's right. I'm collecting money. So yeah, I would have been inside. So basically on the back side of the wall to you.
That's me.
I don't know where you are.
Uh,
You put yourself where
yeah.
you need to be.
There we
I
go.
was looking
We'll
at
put
the
him back
lines.
on the stool. There we go.
Oh,
Yes,
lots
no?
of.
Lots
don't
of
know.
people trying to control one token.
All right, I'll go. I can't see where the lines are. Okay, I'm in the lines. I'll kind of hang out just over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're standing on the stool.
No.
No.
No, you probably set your drink down on the stool. All right. So crowd starts filing in. Ooh, here. Let's test the bounds of Old Bear Rodeo. How many tokens can we put in one room? Oh, what do we have in B? Whoops.
Do you want me just to start filling it up with tokens?
That's kind of what I was gonna do. We'll use goblins. Why not? So they all keep filing in. Everyone's kind of paying 5 silver and being decent about it. And we can use some of these too, because these will be fun. Um,
Couple
as
of
you're
Dragonborn.
sitting taking the money there, Norm, or Remy, you notice a large covered wagon. It's not a covered wagon. It's a wagon. It's a carriage. It is a very finely ornate, bejeweled, sparkly carriage coming down the road with several large humanoid, quick count 8 large humanoid guards walking alongside it. There are 4 of these massive, like Clydesdale style black war horses with silver jeweled tack and harnesses on them, pulling this this carriage is decked out to the max. Like if you shined a light spell on it, it would look like a disco wherever it was, and just shining bright. Putting 2 and 2 together, this is probably Brattney Shears.
Hold that thought 1 second. Sorry.
All right.
Could you
Cornelius, people keep piling in. They keep getting in, and things are getting a little tighter on the stage.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be somewhat. As I'm bouncing, I'm also going to be clearing tables a little bit, but mostly to sneak some drinks out of all the half-empty glasses.
That's fair. That guy's big. I don't want to use him. Use the goblins and the masks. And an important thing that you kind of have to keep them doing is keeping a walkway along those tables so that the waitress can get around and stuff. The bar starts filling up though. Let's see. Let's put this guy at the bar.
As I was watching back last week, so I see the stairs. I'm assuming the stairs go up.
Actually, they go down.
They go
Those
down.
stairs-
Okay.
Those stairs go down.
Is there a staircase to the rooms? I think they said they had rooms, right?
No, actually, yeah, there'd probably be a staircase down and a staircase up that would be over in this. Here, fuck. The other direction, probably from by the privies going up.
Okay.
Did not think about that. That's my bad.
I'm a map guy, so
Yeah, so like right here would be the staircase going up. So, and then like a door like right here.
okay. In case we need to,
Quick stairway on the backside.
All right. Yeah. Then I'll
And
kind of keep walking through that path that the waitress needs to take.
good.
So I'll kind of be walking a patrol back and forth.
There'd be an outside door right there too. A secret back door that's usually bolted. You guys were made aware of this door and the arrival of Miss Shears, that it would be that would lead up to her room. The rooms have been cordoned off for the evening. Basically, like people are allowed to stay, but not until she's gone. Like they have cleared the entire upper deck. That's like her area. Ellie's set up arrangements with them and how this is all going to play out as far as what she needs and what she will do to get to the stage.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. So this wagon comes and pulls up. Like I said, you have been given directions to send her to the back door that leads upstairs. So what would you like to do as this wagon approaches with these 8 and You've seen them before, Goliaths. They're 8 Goliaths that are guarding this. Like, they're as tall as the carriage themselves. And they are all very, very handsome, perfectly, like, coiffed hair and oiled up a little bit, and just like, they look like they're probably her dancers too
I was
for
gonna
her
say
show,
they're
maybe.
backup dancers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they look like they're ready to go out and perform.
I'll
Then
go outside and I'll kind of waddle, wave my arms to get their attention.
oh, little one, how are you doing?
Oh, I am splendid on this beautiful day. I am assuming that you are here for the show.
Oh, we are here to perform the show.
And what a grand performance it shall be.
Definitely.
I need you guys to go around the backside. We have an entrance for you to come in, and yeah, because there's a lot of people in here right now.
Oh, most excellent. Yes. People do not worry us. And the line goes around the building the other way.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in the line that it's roped off. Like, they're screaming and yelling, and the debate is in everyone's head. Do I get out of line and risk a good seat to go meet her? Or do I stay in line? And for the most part, they're well, actually, here, you know what? Let me roll a die. Let's see how the crowd's doing.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them that just jump the line and start charging the carriage. Is there anything you would like to do before they get to the Goliaths? It's 3 of them. It's 3 girls that they're beside themselves.
I'm gonna kind of glance at the Goliaths, shrug my shell, and just kind of wave my arms. Go, not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Shrug my shell. That's a good one.
They come running up, and with like, it looks effortless, like they've done this 100 times before. The one of them, the one that you were talking to, grabs one of them just by the back of their shirt and picks him up like a little kid. Like, the arms and legs are dangling. They're freaking out. Oh my god, Brattney Shears. And another one just grabs 2 of them under each arm. It's like, you need to get back to line. You may buy meet and greet afterward, yeah. And he starts walking back to the line he's got a very Swedish style.
I was gonna say it sounds very Nordic, very Swedish.
Yeah. I'll put you back in line. Sets them down, and my accent's gonna wander all over the place for him.
Yeah, as it should.
You said there's 8 of them, so you can mix and match.
Yeah, exactly. And the one you were talking to hands the other one back to him after he goes back to the line. And yes, we will. We'll set up back there. That sounds great. We're looking forward to a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of popping and locking.
Yes, that does seem like a grand time. If you need anything, Ellie is behind the bar, and I'll be by the door. And the big elephant guy inside is, yeah, he's a bouncer too. So.
Elephant guy, huh?
Yeah, Cornelius. He's a good friend.
Oh. All right, cool, man.
Don't be surprised if he asks for an autograph. He's a big fan of Brattney Shears.
Oh man, are we playing yes and?
That's up to you. You can
I
say
don't know
yes
what
and
you're
or
talking
no but.
That's
I mean, no, but his sister is. Or
I've already got characters with sisters.
or I could just be setting you up. I could think that you are, and you really aren't, and you just get annoyed every time I tell people
yeah,
that.
we'll see what happens. That wagon pulls around the carriage, pulls around the side. They set up a formation.
I'm gonna go back
Do you
to.
watch them, or are you just back taking money and letting people in?
I don't care. I'm just gonna go back and start collecting money again.
Make a perception check. Just see if you happen to see this.
How does a 5 tickle you?
Yeah, you are collecting money. You have no clue what's going on. None whatsoever. Collecting money.
I'm hoping Ellie isn't suspicious that every single glass that I return to the bar is completely empty.
She is very thankful. She's too concerned about serving right now. There is also another bartender back there, and I don't think we've created a second bartender yet.
But we were talking, and both Oscar and Bofides would have been here at some point. I'm not sure if they're still here.
You think she may have asked Oscar to come and help 10
Yeah.
bar? All right. So let's put Oscar behind the bar too, because tonight's a big night. So if you want to drop Oscar behind the bar, I don't know what token you want to use.
Yeah, both of
He's
these
a sorcerer, so I'll take the sorcerer.
Okay.
both of these would have avoided this entire
This
event.
show like a plague.
Yeah. Both of these would have avoided both of these bouncers.
Yeah.
You alright, John?
Sorry. Yeah, my head went somewhere inappropriate. Both of these bouncers, yeah. You know, I saw a woman like this the other day. She had arthritis in both hands. Anyways. Yeah.
I quit. That's it. This is the last show. Thanks for joining, guys.
Carriage door opens, and you believe, just based on what you've heard, that Brattney Shears successfully made it inside to the rooms. At this point, there is one of these Goliaths at each entrance to the stairs. So we'll do these. We'll do one here and one here. So the stairs to upstairs are being guarded by her personal retinue / dancers. Cornelius. So you're standing there, you're kind of bussing the tables a bit. Things near the stage are getting a little rowdy. There is a goblin and a human that are fighting, because the human is standing in front of the goblin. The goblin can't see. So he keeps poking the human in the back of the knee, trying to get him to kneel down so that the goblin can see the stage. And this is escalating. You notice it's escalating. They're bickering at each other.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick intelligence check. See if all right. That doesn't seem too bad. 14. Okay, I'm gonna walk over and grab the chair that Remy was using and give it to the goblin.
Oh. Well, there's a right proper gentleman. Thank you, sir. He climbs up on the chair and gets up there and says, Longshanks is no good for me now. You just keep standing there and bopping. And your crisis is averted through clever use of a chair. The goblin is happy again.
And it's probably setting up for future failure, because that's not a stable situation necessarily, but it works for now.
And once people start jumping and bopping, that thing may fall over and that goblin may get trampled. But that's something for later.
That sounds like a goblin problem in the future. That sounds like future goblin problem.
A goblin problem.
Goblin problem. Wow, my head's in the gutter today, guys. So the rest of the line filters in. You get to a point, Remy, where there are enough people in here. You can't add any more people possibly into here. Yeah, go ahead and arrange all the guys in the squares if you like. All the tables are filled up. All the standing room spots are full. And there is literally nowhere to move through here comfortably. Yeah, using that ghost is like giants. It's like I'm trying to use the ones that are the masks, and the masks and the goblins, whatever the mask is, seem to
There's a table of dead people here.
table of undead skeletons. There's the goth kids. Goth kids love Brattney Shears.
The table of undead goth kids.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to write a whole campaign about a group of undead goth kids now.
All right. So I'm doing kind of laps now at this point with it being this crowded. I'm basically walking right across the bottom and then left across the top of the tables 3 and table 2 and kind of doing a loop.
Yeah. The
push this
problem
guy out of the
you're
way.
having is maintaining a gap between table 3 and the stage and table 4 in the stage. People keep filling that up, but you need a walkway there for people to serve. Keep talking to people about not blocking that. And so what the okay. Yeah. So people keep moving around that and you keep shoving them back. Actually make a persuasion check.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna say intimidation.
Well, you could do intimidation if you want to do intimidation.
Persuasion is better
His
for me.
preferable motive.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's oh no, I thought that was the 20. 13.
13. Yeah, there is a rather stubborn human that is into his cups pretty heavily. And through the course of the conversation, you were able to not necessarily convince him to move for the reasons that he needs to move, but you find a way to convince him to move because he'd be a step closer to the bar. He agrees to that with it as he's sloshing beer on himself, ale on himself. At this point, Remy, you've reached capacity for the bar. It can't possibly fit any more people in. And at this point, there's a dwarf that comes up to the door. And he says, "Hey, can I get in? I'm a
No,
huge
no,
Brattney Shears fan.
No, I'm sorry, sir. We are full.
I'm a little man. I need to get in. I need to see my sweetheart. She is adorable. I love her."
As reasonable as that may be, I cannot let you in.
He kind of leans over conspiratorially. "How about for some gold? Like just straight from me to you in your pocket."
How much?
300? You fit me in?
I'm gonna look around. Is anybody watching me?
I mean, we're making 10 gold a week. 300 is quite a sum.
Let's see. Is anyone watching you? Good question. There's a couple of the people in line that are keeping an eye on you, but they're in back. They're trying to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Like the person that's right at the edge of the line here has got their back to you, but there are a couple people in the back of the line that are hopping and trying to see what's going on at the entrance of the door.
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of pull the bag of holding around so it's kind of in front of me.
Okay.
And kind of open up the mouth a little bit. Just enough so I'm kind of like I turn my back to the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
to the line.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of shielding him.
Yep.
And I say, "Make your donation."
And he kind of looks around and he just left hand puts sleight of hand check here. He's just gonna gently
He drops it all over the place.
That could be a very real possibility. It's a little awkward. And the pouch opens up, but nothing spills out of it. But there's a brief like tink, tink, as a couple of the coins hit each other as it all ends up in the bag.
All right. I'm gonna look at him and be like, "You better."
He hands you the 5 silver cover charge.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy the show.
And the dwarf gets in. And he's got nowhere to fucking stand. He's standing in all the walkways. All right. The crowd.
There's about 50. There's almost 50 people in there, so you've got 250 silver at this point. Also, unless you've been making drops at the bar.
You probably have about 250 silver on you. I don't know if you've been using the bag or how you've been carrying that, but I love that you keep moving yourself around, Jeff. Controlling the tables.
I probably would have asked Ellie how she wanted me to hold on to it. To be honest, I probably would have asked her for
a bag.
Yeah, I probably would have asked her for a pouch to put on my hip.
Yeah, that's a rather large pouch at this point, though. I mean, it looks like a backpack.
Yep. And I'm actually going to ask the dwarf before he tries to find a spot. Hey, watch the door for me. I'm gonna drag the silver to the bar.
Oh shit! Yeah, so you drag this. He goes right, and you drag the silver to the bar.
I'll bribe him with an ale. I said I'll get you a free ale if you watch the door. Don't let anybody in.
Oh, right on.
Can I ask Oscar for tell him I'm getting thirsty and see if he'll give me something?
Yeah, Oscar.
Even though I've been constantly drinking little bits out of everybody's glass, but
Oscar's actually kind of I was gonna say a wizard behind the bar, but I guess he's a sorcerer behind the bar. He's pulling drinks and he's got this. Somehow he's got this.
I'm thinking he's
wand.
Using,
Well, it's not a fake hand. He's managed to attach his wand to his stump, and he just uses that magically to move shit around.
I think he's got mage hand, or he would have mage hand now. So
mage hand with his wand, and it forms actually on the end of the wand, and he uses it almost like a magical. In fact, you know what? No, he doesn't even have his wand there. He just casts mage hand, and it sits on the stump of his hand. And he uses it like that. He's gotten very accustomed to functioning with two hands, but one is a almost permanent mage at this point. He's studying how to make that a permanent thing for him. It fades every once in a while, and he has to recast it. But that is his goal is to make a permanent mage hand that will fit on his hand. And at some point, maybe we can explore that. Maybe there's some research that needs to be done, or a tome that needs to be recovered to do such a thing.
He'll probably Cornelius is from Ravnica. I'm sure the engineers can come up with something.
Oh yeah, isn't he? Cornelius.
Cornelius is Celestia, but he had a incident where that's why he's a Tempest cleric, because he's affinity to lightning.
Is it a problem? All those jokes come out again. All right. So yeah, he's a whiz behind the bar. He gets you a drink. Kind of does one of the slide down the bar to you. And it's honestly, he found a bucket. Figured that would be more your style, a little bit larger, something good. Not necessarily just go and be done with.
Yeah. He gives me the bucket, I drink what's in it, and then I use that bucket to collect more cups and bring it back to the bar on the next round.
So now you got a bucket, you're collecting cups in the bucket, and this is way more efficient.
Yeah. All right, I'll continue my rounds then.
All right, I'm at the end of the bar, the open spot where the servers would walk in and out with the money.
I think we need to stop letting people in now.
Yep, I stopped.
Okay, who's on the door? Cornelius is walking around.
I bribed a dwarf with I need an ale, please. He's watching the door.
He's trustworthy?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on a minute.
Gold.
She's getting you the ale, and she's thinking about it while she gets you the ale. She comes back with the ale. She goes, "Man, I really hope you're a good judge of character." And he hands you the ale. Make a perception check, Cornelius, because you're tall enough to see over the crowd. Remy isn't really.
Hey, that's good. It's 17.
17. You have noticed that the dwarf has let 3 of his friends in.
Yeah, seems accurate.
But the problem is that it is so crowded, they've disappeared into the crowd at this point.
Mm. So by the time I make it back over there, they're gone.
As you guys come back to the door, the dwarf is fighting with 3 goblins. And it's getting, like, they're pushing on him, and he's trying to hold he's holding the door. He's like, no more can come in. Guys, damn you goblins. Holding the door, what do you do?
I'm going to push the dwarf out of the way into the corner.
Make a strength check. He's a
Shove.
stout dwarf.
18.
18, yeah. Oh, hang on. He gets a roll too. Although, yeah, he wasn't expecting it. He rolled a 5. You shove him right into the corner.
Hey
now!
And I shoved the ale into his hand.
Oh! He starts drinking. Like the shove forgotten once he's handed the ale. He seems like he's already into his cup pretty well.
And I'm going to stand in the doorway. Like basically, I shoved him, and like the cartoon where, where somebody slides in and knocks the other guy out and immediately takes his spot.
Yep.
I did that, and I'm gonna yell, "Cornelius, my chum, I need some strength," and I'm gonna hold them back.
Over the din of the bar, you hear your friend Remy call to you, Cornelius.
Yeah, I'll stand behind him.
But he let more people in, says the goblin.
Leave, ruffians, or this is not going to turn out well for you.
Make an intimidation check.
Crit 20.
Oh, shit. He turns around and walks away dejected. Do you say anything else to the rest of the line?
I'm just going to turn to him and point my finger kind of like, why, all of you.
This one little girl, this one little human girl walks up and goes, Master, is there any chance we could get in yet?
If people leave, you can come in.
Oh, okay. Is that likely?
I don't know.
But there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance.
Okay. And she, big grin, and she sits her ass down right by the door. She's the next one in line. She's waiting for someone to either be thrown out or walk out.
There's a strong possibility of people being thrown out.
Thrown out's more likely.
Uh-huh.
That is, yeah.
In fact, because this little girl is so cute,
yeah.
I'm going
I hit
to
one of them.
turn around, and the undead,
Goth kids?
the undead goth kids at
Yeah.
table 6, yeah, they're
Yeah.
gone. I'm gonna throw them out and let the girl in.
Oh shit. Okay, so they start fighting you. I need to roll for initiative. The 3 undead goth kids.
Do I have at least? Can I at least grab one and throw him out before the other 2 notice? Like if their backs to me, like I would grab one off the stool and drag him out. Or give me a
make a stealth check.
stealth check or strength.
Beat a 10. Stealth check. Beat a 10. Because you're just gonna walk up to them and yank them. Their perception's 10.
Critted 20.
Critted. You grab him by the back and just nope. I didn't like that. Out the front door. And the other 2 kids. Oh, God.
He's
What are
in
you
the middle
doing?
of it. He is middle of
funny.
the
You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? He's giving me fuel for future adventures with these two bouncers. Because the goth kids, they're gonna unite.
Oh,
Goth kids of the world unite.
So you
I was walking away, so I didn't see it.
you proceed to toss that one out, and the other two are like, what the hell, man? What's your deal?
I need to make room. I have no.
You're just gonna throw us out? We paid.
Well, I'm gonna reach in my bag of holding and pull out a gold piece and give each of them a gold piece and say, "Scram before you're next."
Make a persuasion check.
$17.
They kind of look at each other.
And I'll actually say, if you stand,
Not 4-inch nails.
if you stand outside the door by the sidewalk, you'll still be able to hear the music.
What about him? And they point to the door.
Fuck him.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
Guessing not. Hold that thought. No, it does not.
He swings. Describe how this misses you.
Or hits you in the shell.
And then we'll roll initiative.
So I'm standing there, and I see him swinging, and my head just drops into the shell. Yep.
When you said I'm standing there, I'm like, oh, yes.
Yep.
So you just duck the fist. Head pops back out. Roll initiative.
Oh, and I have an advantage, so 17. 17.
This is not something I was expecting to have happen. 17. 15 for Cornelius.
And I'm facing the other way in my round.
Remy. Cornelius. I'm doing this old school.
FYI, I'm taking my gold back if I whoop these kids' asses.
This is funny because I picture that at 21, Tom is one of these goth kids, probably didn't dress up like them, and he would have it take full offense to someone getting grabbed by the collar and thrown out the door.
Yep.
That is accurate.
For sure.
That is
Because I was there when
accurate.
something like that happened.
That is extremely accurate. I feel like it was at somebody's bachelor party.
I think it
Are
was.
you, Tom, are you dealing with past trauma through D&D? Go figure. It's amazing how that happens sometimes. The longer I play my characters, and the more I realize, oh, they're just aspects of my personality.
Oh, that's funny.
Like every character I've ever made, I start playing them, and then suddenly I go, oh shit,
Oh,
this is
well,
me on a level.
let's see here. What am I working out this week?
Yeah. So the first kid, the other kid then swings at you. And hits you square in the shell. It doesn't do anything. He hits you. He's like, ah, son of a-" And the other kid that missed you initially swings again.
They both had higher initiatives? Holy shit.
Well, they tied you, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because they're goth kids.
Oh, because goth kids are tough.
Because your dex is 0 or is 10.
No, they usually just use like cutting words. Oh shit, that's not a bad idea. They might start resorting to that.
Oh, they're gonna use
or
mockery?
vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Vicious mockery. The other one swings and misses, hits the wall. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Like, I'm not even mad at this point. I'm laughing because they suck at fighting.
Probably, yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
happening.
use a free action to say, boy, what I've heard is correct. Undead goth kids really suck. I'm going to grapple the one closest to me, which probably be what? Which one do you think would be closer?
Either one of them, the bottom one probably.
Yeah, I'll
There's
grab
the one that's fallen last.
I'll grab the bottom one and drag him out.
Make a grapple check. So an unarmed strike. They aren't very dexterous or strong.
26.
So.
I'm rolling good today.
Yeah, you grab him by the back of his black jacket.
I'm gonna say stop struggling, or I'm gonna slap that makeup off your face.
Hey, you said you're gonna try and throw him out,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
or are you gonna drag him out?
I'm gonna drag him out.
Okay, if you drag him out, you can move half your movement with him.
Yep.
So you drag that one out. You guys are 10 feet out of the building now. I love the one goth kid off the map.
Oh yeah, I flung him.
He got tossed. He's out on the road, swearing. All right. That's your movement, action. Anything for your bonus action?
My bonus action is going to be, of course, I have to at least get one shot in. So I'm going to Jack Johnson him. If I have him kind of like a hockey fight, I'm going to give him the uppercut.
I don't know. You'd be able to make an attack with because you used your action. What is your bonus action?
The bonus action you only get if you use an action to attack, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought that was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the rules, this is kind of,
I mean, I'll allow you to kick him in the pants as you shove him out.
Yeah, can I use my bonus action to actually release him and shove him by his friend in the road?
Sure, yeah. I'll allow you to do that.
I'll do that.
No damage, but just a good shove to send him out towards the road.
Trying to get him to fall on his butt or trip over his friend, but...
Cornelius.
I'm going to grab a couple of half-empty glasses on table 3 and walk this far, and that's it. Because I'm facing the wrong direction.
Fair enough.
My hope in actually dragging the kid out, just so you know, John, was to have the other one follow me.
Well, make a perception check.
The other guy's going to come play Ride the Turtle. Jump on your back.
Ride the Turtle was your sex move in college.
Sex
4.
move or wrestling move? Yes. What was your roll?
4.
4? You come back to the door and inside, and the table where the 3 of them are sitting is empty, other than the other couple of patrons on the other side. The gold pieces are gone. The kid seems to have completely vanished. What Remy doesn't realize is the kid grabbed all their drinks and any of the money they had on the bar, on the table, and ducked out, and he's actually standing in line. He hid in line.
Huh.
And as you're pondering the disappearance of this one goth kid, the 3 goth kids escape into the night.
Now you can let the little girl in.
Mission accomplished.
Now you can let the little girl in if you like, yes.
All right, yeah, so I'm going to kind of peek my head out and say, all right there, sweetie. You can come in.
I love this token. I know it's big, but I'm going to make it smaller for her. There we go. She comes in and sits at the table in the back, and she's like super excited. Like, she will watch the whole concert with you if you sit there with her.
Yep.
And you feel a bit better now knowing that some of the dwarves that got in, like, you're just a hair over capacity now instead of being 5-6 people over capacity. And the rest of the night goes on as we approach concert time with very little issue. It is about 5 minutes to the start of the show, and there's been this curtain that's been pulled up all around the stage, and you've seen a few of the muscle or dancers, the muscle dancers, call them the muscle dancers, ducking behind the curtain, bringing stuff in, cases in and stuff, and bringing cases out and stuff. So basically setting up the stage for the show. Cornelius, at one point, one of the guys comes up to you and says, "Do you have barreg? Stage sticky. Seems like someone spilled."
I don't know that. I don't know if I had one.
And you get barreg? You work here, yeah?
Yeah, so I'll go grab one from the bar. Get one from Oscar or Ellie.
Ellie, when you ask her for the barreg, she goes, "Oh yeah, that's drink got spilled earlier. Remember? During the orc fight. Yeah. Okay, here." And she hands you this towel, this wet towel, good size. You bring it back. Thank you. A clean stage. And he goes back. He ducks behind the thing, and every once in a while, you see the curtain get hit like he's wiping the. The anticipation's building as you get closer. About 5 minutes before the concert, there is a music that just permeates, and it's like low, like organ music, very similar to the Ghost concert, Norm. Not necessarily church music, but like that organ style, just anticipation of a show. Yeah, and there starts being these, like, every once in a while you'll see like a light, just a magical light sparkle in the bar and then fade happening, and everyone's getting the energy in the room's excited. Everyone's got their last drinks and has turned their focus is kind of towards the stage. And as it goes on and on, anticipation building, the music is actually crescendoing to a point. And there's a point where all these lights just flash suddenly. And when they flash, that curtain drops. And you don't even see the curtain drop. The curtain disappears. The flash is bright enough to make you want to cover your eyes. But yeah, like close them or flinch in reaction. When you look back at the stage, there's Brattney Shears, all her glory. She's like 5'8", human, decked out. She looks like Britney Spears. Let's go there. Yes, obviously. Her 8 muscle guys are dancing behind her. Rolls into her hit, "Bash Me Baby" one more time. And the crowd goes nuts. Everything's going fantastically. Make a perception check.
Is this related to smell?
No, it is not.
19.
Related to sight.
22.
Both of you, at different times, notice her. Like, you've seen or heard about her performances and how she is an immaculate dancer and never steps out of place, and that her dancers are in the same like lockstep with her. It's almost mesmerizing to watch, like K-pop dancing. Like, everything's perfectly in sync with each other. Something's off, and she's looking at her feet occasionally, and some of the dancers are looking at each other and at her. But something's off during this first song. And they end. Everyone claps, roars, love her, stuff, and they start into the second song. And you notice it again. Make another perception check.
Is this one related to smell?
5.
13.
If it was related to smell, roll your advantage, Jeff.
14.
You don't notice, Remy, But Cornelius, having your height, you do notice the stage. It looks like it's like where the stage comes out to its edge and the curtain kind of hangs below it. It's like splitting. It's just opening just a little bit, almost unnaturally. Like the curtain looks, maybe the curtain's falling off of it. Second song goes on, and you see one of the dancers grab the bar rag and start wiping like the stage where she's dancing, and she's talking to the crowd and doing a little banter in between songs, like she does, flirting with the boys and hyping up the ladies, and everyone loves this. And they start into the third song, and they're about 20 seconds into the third song, and the stage snaps up, and they are launched off to the sides of it as a massive mouth opens up, and a tongue lashes out around one of the goblins in front. In fact, the goblin on the stool, and grabs him and yanks him in. The music stops. The lights are still going, and there is panic and chaos and screaming as the largest mimic you've ever seen in your life is now attacking the crowd. Roll initiative.
Well, that's fun. You had me until I didn't know what it was until the mouth opened. I'm like, seriously?
Hey, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second before you roll. Okay, go ahead and roll. Oh, it's... No, roll, because those were from before.
All right. Rolling initiative.
Yep.
12.
3.
All right.
Like, why would it be sticky? What's making it sticky?
As a free action,
it's a mimic.
because I'm standing in the door and the girl is right next to me, as a free action, can I yell at the girl to get out?
Sure. Yes. Do you actually do? I will even allow you to help her out if you want to.
Yeah, because I'm
you're
assuming she's
standing.
short, so she would be
She's
probably
she's
standing
like
on
an
the stool.
8-year-old,
Yeah.
10-year-old girl, a little twig of a waif of a girl.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming she'd be on the stool, so I would grab her from the stool, immediately turn around, place her outside the front door, and yell, "Run!
You say anything to her?
Run for help!"
Okay.
Because she would have been there for a while. Remy, did you ever ask her name?
No.
Oh, this is like an origin story of a Marvel superhero.
I just gotta make note because I'm having too much fun with this. I want this to continue, so this story needs to continue. These characters need to be around.
So note to
all right.
self: don't get eaten by the mimic, I guess.
Yeah, try not to. Well, so let's see. It was this goblin that is gone now, and the mimic is first. So it's gonna grab this guy. Nope. Oh shit! Come on.
Is it over the top of him?
No, I grabbed him and it started resizing. He grabs that goblin and starts munching. That's his turn. Cornelius.
Well,
Oh, hang on 1 second. Let me move some people because people are gonna start running.
Yeah, I only rolled an 11, and people,
Like honestly, this is going to become difficult.
well, Cornelius, I don't think we're over the limit anymore in the bar.
Oh, no, you still are. No one's gotten out yet.
Just think, you have to fight through the sea of the crowd.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I put the girl out, and 2 people have gotten eaten, so we're probably at capacity.
Makes up for those 3 dwarfs that snuck in.
Shit. Fuck. Help me move the guys towards the door.
Oh, yeah,
Step by
Tom,
the stage.
help him. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here.
So
That's it.
all these people start packing in. Leave those 2 there. That's Wattler and
Oh, yeah,
Staldorf.
yep.
They're going to sit there the entire time and laugh. I mean, they're laughing already.
Are those dwarves staying there?
Nope, the dwarves, everyone but Oscar and Ellie and you guys and those two dwarves. Let's see, these guys are on stage now. Actually, they've been thrown off.
All right, I know what I'm gonna do. So Oh wait.
Everyone's cramming around. So they're all piling in, squishing.
Yeah, that's probably better.
They all go squishing by you. Okay.
Holy
so now,
cow. That's cool when you click away from Owlbear Rodeo and then come back. All the moves that you guys made all happened at once, and it literally looked like the crowd was running away.
that's freaking cool. Okay, so this is going to be Brattney Shears. Put her there, and then I need her dancer dudes, which are all going to be here.
Were all 8 of them on stage, or only 8?
Yeah. All 8 of them were, so 4 went to each side. And she went to the one side. All right. Cornelius.
All right, this is going to be. Make sure the size on this 10-foot radius sphere. Okay, so I'm gonna have to really good placement here. I'm gonna just come around to the front.
Okay.
5, 10, and I am going to cast. Oh, they're both con saves. Okay, I will cast Shatter at 3rd level. So it's a DC 15 con save.
Okay. And what does it do?
Damage.
7.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm going to use my my Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath. So I'm going to use my 1 Channel Divinity to deal max damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage.
Ooh.
So the damage on Shatter is at that level is 4d8.
Nice.
So
32
damage.
Nice.
Wow. That's amazing.
Big shatter.
And it's loud. It's
Yeah.
a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense. Each creature in the 10-foot sphere must make a con saving throw. Half damage unsuccessful. That's not made of inorganic material, so that doesn't matter. And then non-magical object not being worn or carried also takes the damage if in the spell's area. But I centered it 10 foot on it, so it shouldn't have hit anything else.
Large creatures 10 by 10, right, Jeff?
Large is 10, yep.
Let's make.
I might have made him a little too big.
Yep. There you go.
But you said it was the biggest mimic we've ever seen, so I made
Yeah.
it big. And then, so that's my action. I don't think. I don't have a bonus action, so I am going to just stay there then.
All right. Remy. There are people swarming towards the door.
So, because I'm so small and short,
Yes.
and I am used to crawling on 4 feet, I am just going to crawl underneath the tables. So I'm going to go along the wall and just
There you go.
crawl under the tables. And I have a speed of, 40 feet.
Okay.
So 5, 10,
You're-
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that puts me right there.
Okay.
And
You could double move to get by the mimic, or you could stand up there and try and do something ranged wise.
I have... Did I see I do have a javelin.
And you could use your bonus action to rage. You just hope you take some damage before your next turn.
Yeah, I'm going to wait until...
I mean, honestly, could have raged and just sat under the crowd of people, tucked into your shell and let everyone trample.
Yeah,
over you.
right.
New meaning by trampled by turtles. It's not really trampled by turtles. Turtles trampled. You gonna lob your javelin in at him?
Yeah. I'm gonna huck the javelin.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Nice.
2 times his AC. More than. Holy shit.
For 8 damage.
8 damages, hell yeah. Javelin goes in and ends up hitting it right above the mouth. And just... Oh, I don't know why I rolled. Oh, that was a strength check. Apparently, I accidentally clicked on. Oopsie. All right. Then, that moment, Brattney is going to duck behind the bar. Ellie has kind of pushed her in to the bar, yelled, "Get in the kitchen." So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35,
Get to the
40,
kitchen.
45, 50,
Do it.
55, 60.
Do it now.
She runs to the kitchen along with her boys. Are heading that direction. They have gone on, like, these big muscle-bound Goliaths have gone on full-blown panic mode. Like, oh my god! And they're running away. They don't normally fight stuff. They rely on their size and look to intimidate people. So they're flipping out. One of them gets grabbed by the mimic as they're going by the front of the stage. Here, Ellie has stepped out, making room for them. The tongue lashes out, the pseudopod lashes out, wraps around his waist and lifts him up off the floor and is going to pull him in, but because he's a Goliath, he has put hands on the upper lip and feet on the lower lip and is fighting back against this mimic in a contested strength check. So let's see what his strength is. The mimic is a 5, and he is got a, what is he doing? 6, 9. It's a 9. So he's holding himself outside this mimic's mouth as the mimic is lashed onto him and is trying to pull him in. Let's see. Pseudopod. He's actually gonna bite him. And is unable to actually bite him as he has grabbed this guy. Cornelius, it is back to you. One of Brattney Shears' muscle dancers is held in front of the mimics. Oh, half this crowd has moved out of the building.
I'll
Let's
work
say
on that. Well,
yeah. I mean, honestly, you could just start dragging them to the trash bin. Because they're technically leaving. Drag them from the backside.
yeah, I was gonna say, oh yeah, I'll grab him from the back because then.
Yeah, that just makes sense. Cornelius, what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna level 2 guiding bolt.
Okay.
And hope I don't hit the dancer.
You hear one of the Wattler says, "Man, I've heard the song 'Hold Me Close, Tiny Dancer,' but I don't think he's very tiny."
15 to hit.
15 does hit him.
All right. Ooh, it's fun to watch 5d6. That's a lot. Let's see.
That is a lot of dice.
There's a 6. That was a 6. That looks pretty average. 20 damage.
20 damages. Nice.
And next attack on him has advantage. Next attack roll made against it has, before the end of my next turn, has advantage. And I will...
Yeah, patrons are good now.
I'm just going to move over a little bit. See if I can stay in a square.
Okay. That moves us to Remy.
All right. 40 feet should get me right about here.
Okay.
And I am going to bonus action rage.
Yeah. And something happens when you rage that we forgot last week.
Uh-huh. I get to roll on the wild magic chart.
I'm super excited.
Roll it, Norman.
8 gets me... I just have to find...
Go to the bottom of your actions, and the little table is... If you click on the Wild Surge, it'll bring it up on the sidebar.
Wild Surge. That's not there. Must be maybe other. Wild Surge. There it is.
Yeah.
8. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Oh shit!
So the mimic
Needs con save.
Con save.
con
Yeah.
save beat a
How about a
13.
6?
Nope. So
That's
he is
not gonna do
blinded
it.
and take 1d6 damage. The d6 is, I'll roll that. Takes two radiant damage, and is
2 radiant damage.
blinded until my next turn.
Blinded by the light.
All right, move bonus action, and then,
Action.
and
All
remember
right.
your first attack is at advantage.
Yes.
Would I be, because my axe is on my person, would I be able to grab that and use my axe instead of my knuckle dusters?
Yeah, you haven't grabbed weapons yet, so
Yeah, you could do that as you're moving. Yeah.
All right.
You
19.
like ask me a question? Yes, you do hit him with a 19.
and that was with advantage.
Yep.
Cool.
10.
10
10
points of
damages.
slashing damages. The axe.
And if
And
I'm
you-
raging, do I get 2 attacks?
You as a barbarian at 5th level get 2 attacks per action. So yes.
Oh, that does not hit. 8.
Nope. You are raging so much you slam you miss him and your axe slams into the floor. All right.
Oh, do I have to add the +2 melee damage with strength weapons? Do I have to add that myself?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
So is
Okay.
it 2 more damage?
So
I
it'd be
can-
2 more damage. Yeah, so that would have been 12.
I can show you a way to create a second attack, but we'll do that in between shows.
Yeah, for when you're raging. Or you can do a special. All right. The mimic, blinded by the light, screeches. He drops the muscle dancer, who runs off. They all file into the kitchen, every one of them. Various spots, panicky, and the cook back there is wondering what the hell's going on out there. Ellie's got everyone safe. She's more concerned about keeping them safe and letting you guys handle this, so she has gone to guard the kitchen door. Oscar has jumped on the bar. He's trying to yell at the patrons to calmly, quietly, quickly move to the exit. Don't trample each other. And he's actually using his mage hand to like keep people's balance. He's watching vigilantly, and if someone trips, he mage hands to try and just give that little bit of support to keep them on their feet. He's very concerned about the patrons getting out safely. The 2 dwarves at the end of the bar are laughing their asses off. And the giant mimic, even though he's blind, is going to try and pseudopod Remy at disadvantage. Does 10 hit you, Remy?
Nope.
And the pseudopod comes out and snaps right over your ear right there. Let's see.
Da-da-da-da-da.
He attacks with the pseudopod, and then he tries to bite you. Again, he's at disadvantage because he's blind. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Shit. The other die was a crit, so the disadvantage mattered that time.
Wow.
Didn't the
Good
first time
blinding.
it was like a 6 and an 8. So
Nice with the blinding.
Cornelius.
All right. How's it looking?
Not well.
Okay.
A little frustrated. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get in there with the warhammer. So I'm gonna walk
Alright.
up. I'm gonna walk up to him, kind of over a little, a little from the side here. I can't. So he is the stage, or he?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah,
All
right there's
so
fine.
I'll just come up to him, and I will just swing warhammer one-handed.
It's not a
It's not gonna hit.
versatile weapon.
It is a versatile weapon, but I have a shield. So
Oh, okay. You want your
yeah,
AC.
yeah. 10 to hit. I'm assuming doesn't hit.
No, it does not hit. You end up slamming, and it, in its motion to try and grab Remy, you miss as it's lunging around blindly, so it's moving very erratically. It's hard to hit. So when you swing, you catch nothing but air as you one hand, and you're frustrated.
And I'm going to no, that's it. That'll be my
Remy.
Yeah, I'm swinging, man.
All right, swing away.
24 to hit
Yep.
for another 10 damage.
Another 10 damages. Okay.
And another swing. Oh, I critted.
nice.
Nat 20.
Okay. Roll your damages. This probably will do it. honestly.
For another 12 damage.
12 damages? Yes. So you swing through with the axe, slice through him, and then come around with this final blow. How does this final blow land? How does this guy die?
So I swing one way, and I give him a chop, and as a follow through, I bring it up over my head and down, and I split him right in half.
And it's literally a gross sound like that.
Yep.
As it kind of splits open, and what was a stage slowly seeps and puddles into these like two purplish blobs sitting on the floor, all sticky and oozy. Most of the crowd is cleared out by now. All of them are kind of congregated outside, waiting for word that things have calmed down. There's a lot of questioning. They're talking with each other outside, and you can kind of hear some of it as in the silence of the end of the fight, wondering if there's going to be a concert, if it will happen yet tonight, or if there's going to be a makeup concert. Ellie has moved. She's moving immediately to the front door. She goes out, addresses the crowd, saying, yes, there will be a repeat or a new performance.
We're doing this show every night.
Yeah, exactly. She says, there will be a makeup show. We're still working with Brattney on when this will be. It may be a new venue that I don't know, but the Belching Dragon will host Brattney Shears at some point in the near future again. There will be flyers posted the second we get this leveled up. Those of you that, everyone got out okay.
Well, almost everybody.
Oh, hang on a minute. She's PRing this shit right now, and I got to see how well she.
Everyone who's not dead made it out okay.
There are a couple of people in the audience that are like, yeah, bullshit. The PR doesn't go over completely perfectly, but she says that we can get you your money back for tonight. I will handle that. You need to give me a minute. I will be right back. And she looks in the door. She's like, Cornelius, come watch the door. I gotta get the money back for these people.
All right.
And she proceeds to get the silver and asks Remy to help distribute 5 silver back to all the people. She just grabs the bag that you brought, and through the course of it, you get to the end of the money, and there's still like 6 people there, and you're out of money. Ellie's like, I can go back. Clearly, we got swindled here. I'll be right back.
There's more money than there are people, or there's more people?
There's more people than there is money.
Okay. I was thinking we'd have to sweep the bar to find missing people, but it's the other way around.
Yeah. So she goes and she goes back to the bar and grabs enough money to satisfy the other 6 people. And she ends up talking to you guys in the end. She says, "Thank you very much. I am going to have a talk with Omen about his freaking sister and the damn stage they bought us. Yeah. All right. Seeing as how you saved all but one of our patrons, and saved that poor dancer, I'm gonna let it slide that we had 6 unaccounted guests this evening. I don't know how they got in, but I'm not overly concerned. The bar is still standing and we only lost 1 life. So, you want a job here? Like permanently?
Sure.
Good help's hard to find, and
Yeah.
you handled yourself quite well. Not that we see mimics every day, but I think having you 2 around would be a good idea.
Yes. I don't see why not. I don't have anything else going on.
Cornelius?
More excitement than we've had in a while. I'm staying.
All right. Welcome to the Belching Dragon, gentlemen. Thanks again for your help tonight.
Yes. It was all that we could do.
And the door closes as she says this to you. Behind you see the door of the Belching Dragon, and the camera zooms away from the Belching Dragon.
The door's
into
a little
grander picture of Neverwinter.
the door's a little off kilter.
Yeah, the door. She actually tries to close it twice before she actually gets it closed.
It's like a National
push up on
Lampoon's Clark Griswold trying to do something.
Yeah,
Yep,
you gotta push
exactly.
up on the handle a little bit so that it
Fix the
squares
goal
the door.
post.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get fired.
No, you actually got hired.
She may or may not
And we have
regret that in the future.
storylines to continue. I'm already brewing stuff in my head with these goth kids.
Yeah. We got hired and I made 298 gold.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. All right. Well,
yeah.
we are Two Nerds One Quest. We're here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. We are down to Cooch this week, so we did the Bouncer one-shot. I believe the Cooch will return next week, and I think we're all good to go. So
For investigators,
we'll be going back to the investigators.
figure
Which
out who
means-
the hell this guy
which
in
mean-
Bruce's cloak is.
I got plans.
Yeah, which means that I need to prepare, and yeah. So we're back 8:30 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm. Follow us, social media, Twitter. Go to bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. Join our Discord, have some chats with us, listen to the music that John puts in there for his chat.
My prep music.
Excuse me. Not for his chat, for his prepping. I had to think of a word before I sneezed.
My medieval Britney Spears music this morning was great.
Yeah.
Got me in the mood.
bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. If you want to support us, let other people know of the show. Share it. Give us some ratings and reviews wherever you get your podcast from. Podcast drops Wednesday mornings the free version that doesn't have the pre and post show content. The Patreon version of the podcast with the pre and post show content will be available by noon today, because I usually have it up within an hour or two after the show. $1 a month gets you 3 to 4 unedited podcasts a month. Costs you literally almost nothing to join our Patreon. Yeah. So for me, for JC, for Genius, and for the missing Cooch, we'll catch you next week.
You and your mimics.
I love mimics.
Wow, that's so great.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it, Jeff, sooner.
No, I didn't. I was like, oh, it's a little sticky. Well, that makes sense. There's someone spilled on it or something. And then I was trying to remember if, why was it still sticky, though?
Yeah.
All right, if
Well,
you're in
no one
chat-
had cleaned it up in the last adventure, so.
If you're in chat, go to the link, tommnorm.showbot.tv. We got some titles to choose.
Oh boy, what do we got today?
We got a lot.
Shrug my shell.
All right, I'm going to read some of these out. We have Shrug My Shell, Bophades Bouncers, Future Goblin Problem, The Table of Undead Goth Kids, Stump Juan McGee, Undead Goth Kids of the World Unite, Ride the Turtle, How Large is Large, Hold Me Close Goliath Dancer.
Mm.
That gets my vote. Hold me close, Goliath. Answer. I'm like looking back on this, I'm so disappointed because I could have described the little girl as not a girl, but not yet a woman.
Oh man. I'm looking at all of Britney Spears' song titles. It's going like Circus would have fit in there somewhere. Hold Me Closer. She has a song called Hold Me Closer, which I could have said for the. Could have described. Well, we did Toxic, and oops, I did it again last time. Because I can't make, and I'm pretty sure that Alquin is not on today, so I'm not sure who is around for voting, but I had to make it a tie.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Always a tie.
That's funny.
Yeah, they were gonna start using vicious mockery on you after punching at you twice.
Who? Oh, were they?
The goth kids, yeah.
Yeah,
It can be like their signature spell.
that's funny. Yeah,
I have
those
to come up
goth
with a
kids.
list of insults for you guys.
That made me chuckle. I have to do Hold Me Close Goliath Dancer. I have to choose that one.
Yep.
That was fun. That was funny. I wasn't expecting the goth kids got me. That made me laugh.
Well, and this is the greatest thing about D&D is the only reason that happened is we grabbed the undead tokens. And I linked undead with goth in my head.
Yep.
And said I was going to say it's a bunch of undead goth kids. And then we went with it. And then for whatever reason, Tom decided to throw one out. Well, I'm like, yeah. And story just evolves. I had the guy, like, I knew I wanted to have people pressure you at the door in various ways. And the dwarf with the bribe. And then there would just be a little sweetheart girl that would just tug at the heartstrings. You'd want to let her in. I didn't expect you to grab the cop kids and throw them out. And they were only there because we grabbed the undead tokens. I love D&D. Oh, improv is so much fun.
I think the reason probably the biggest reason I wasn't expecting a mimic was because you set up so many things. There was the creepy dolls, the crawling claw, the dwarf and his friends. It's like there were so many things. It's like I don't know where the crazy thing is going to come from, and I'm just walking around to hope I'm in the right place at the right time.
So what was I going to notice if I would have had a high perception when Brattney Shears when they were unloading?
I can't tell you yet.
Can't say yet. No.
No.
She somehow made it to the stage, so she either
There's
has
going-
teleportation magic or
Yeah,
was in one of the boxes there.
I can tell you
cases
that
or-
there's teleportation magic from the room above. That's how she got to the stage. I can tell you that. Yeah, it's but there's another concert that's gonna happen at some point, and it is honestly, yeah. I will just tell you this. I can tell you this much. It is a secret that she wants kept a secret.
Oh no, she's Princess Witch Delilah.
Oh, that'd be an interesting idea. Maybe it's a different secret, and this is why I don't tell you things.
Until it happens, it's not
What
canon.
happens? Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Good stuff. This was fun. I hope we didn't. I mean, with a couple of spells there, I did 52 damage in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Because I maxed out. But that's the thing. It's like if this battle would have gone on longer, I'm gonna save 1 3rd level, 1 2nd level, and 1 1st level, and that's kind of why I switched to melee at that point. It's like if this is the only thing we're fighting, we're good. But if something else shows up, I better have some backup. But
Well, it's always a balance, and Tom gives me the time signal occasionally, and I'm watching the time as we get near the end. When I get that signal, I usually, when he does it, I'm expecting him to do it. At that point, it's like Tom's gonna give me the signal any moment here, and I'll usually nod to him. But yeah, that he crit, and I'm like, yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Take it away.
Yeah,
Not
I
that
figured,
I mean,
I
like,
figured we
he
were
did
probably
actually
really
kill
close.
it. He
Yeah.
killed it. He did actually kill it there.
yeah, you did it looks like 44 damage if I wrote all the things down, and I got 52. So that was almost 100 damage.
Yeah. So it was.
Well, your shatter at the beginning was
shatter was
huge.
amazing.
I can only do it once with my
Considering this was the boss of the adventure arc,
yeah.
to do it.
The what's the cleric ability? The channel divinity. I can only do it once.
Mm-hmm. So do
So
we get a
I have
level,
to take a short rest.
John? Do we get to gain a level?
Yeah. Go ahead, level up.
Oh man, that's cool.
And this can continue. Like that was the story arc I had written for it, that I was gonna try and get in one session, but with the orc fight, it didn't work out that well. But I have 3 leads to draw this on, 4 leads, to draw this out into more stuff if we want, so we
Awesome.
can keep going.
Yeah, I
As
won't
far as
delete this character.
yeah, I think we're at a point where probably don't delete any characters because they could be used unless they die. Like Aranon.
Yeah. Well, and I we can make note of the level they are, and then you can just their class and level, and then just go ahead and
Yeah, just if
make them
you
again if you need to,
screenshot their stats or something, and
or print as PDF and save the PDF somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's too.
So
yeah,
Oh,
I
good
think
shit,
kind
guys.
of looking at like timing and stuff, like the calendar year and that stuff, because there's a specific calendar that goes with the Sword Coast.
Yeah,
So trying to tie in like all that, how does that work? And
I'll
which
set
of
a
these?
date somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I know you love doing shit like that. So I'll
Because you said something in the first one about looking for seasonal help between
the Orcish Independence Day.
Orcish
and-
Independence Day and Midwinter, and so that kind of looks.
This is fallish
Yeah,
time frame. So
yeah.
So this will probably actually set. Like the Orcish Independence Day isn't actually something that exists in the Sword Coast. I read that somewhere and went, okay. So I'll just have to set that day, and
If
then it's
'cause-
just before Midwinter apparently. So
then like the last campaign was 100 days and started approximately in fall, so would have ended somewhere probably after Midwinter.
Yep.
Maybe after the solstice, at least after the solstice, I think. So then the question is like, is this 1 year later? 1
Yeah,
year later. So basically all of the things that we've done so far would have been within approximately a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get it.
That makes it easier to partition out instead of trying to figure out like, oh yeah, these characters are 5 years older now.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
looking at like having Oscar in the bar and stuff, it's like, okay, well, is Oscar still level
Well,
4, or is
the nice
he?
thing about Oscar and because they existed in the previous campaign, so their entry point into that timeline can basically be whenever Ellie's got that bar up.
Mm-hmm.
And when Ellie and Doc, Ellie has to be there though, so I imagine it's probably after that adventure concluded, and then just it's got to be.
So we
left.
we figured that because Oscar was there before Jacob joined, so
Yes.
that they came in sometime while Ellie was in Lonely Wood, but before they came back from fighting Oral and the Rock on the island.
Yeah.
Maybe so maybe they helped build and get the Belching Dragon up and running.
Yeah.
Like, hired help.
Like Bo and Oscar went with Ellie to Neverwinter.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have came, so that would have left the fairy chick and to help.
I doubt she stuck around, but
no, okay. Well, we'll have to come up with Doc, and maybe you have to run an original Belching Dragon game. Let's see what Doc wants to do.
And I figure, the character of Vok, I figure, came from Icewind Dale, so he would have either known of Ellie before coming, or would have been talking to Doc and made his way down to.
Let's have him talk to Doc. Do it that way, like Doc.
Right. And again, it's depending on where exactly, like what season of the year is the investigators happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that spring? I mean, we had some pretty big flowers and trees and bright green, so
yeah,
probably.
Right. I'm gonna shut the stream down. So thanks everybody in chat. There's nobody on right now to raid, so we're just gonna shut her down and see you guys next week.
Hasta luego.
Bye bye.